Christy's one of those leaders who is fearless and not scared to show her emotion.
Christy is incredibly caring.
Very open, very receptive.
She has drive. She has energy.
You will see her wearing her Converse shoes, but at the same time, she is wearing her professional jacket and she's focusing on students.
She is a model of humility. She's a model of integrity.
She is a relationship-oriented person to her core.
She gets how to connect with kids. She gets how to connect with families.
She doesn't believe that you sound smarter by talking more. She understands the concept of saying, I hear you and I'm listening to you.
Christy is incredibly committed to early learning.
We do a lot of work together, and we have developed some innovative pathways and pipelines that are allowing us to fill unique educator workforce needs.
CTEC is definitely a unique partnership between a school district and the business community. It's an exceptional program.
We deal with a lot of conflicts. We deal with a lot of concerns, and that requires a lot of communications with the superintendent. She's willing to sit down and put everything else aside and really help unpack what's happening so we can hear the core issue and we can start to solve it.
Christy is a visionary leader. She cares deeply about seeing beyond the horizon.
She has been helping us build knowledge, will, and skill.
She knows that a lot of us have the will, like we are in this because of students and families. We don't always have the knowledge, or we're limited in the knowledge.
We have our teacher mentorship program, and she works to grow it because she understands her role is to grow great teachers.
Because that will ultimately build capacity in the organization, and then she'll be able to move on knowing that she left that as a legacy, that we are just better because she was here.
The Salem-Keizer School District is a majority-minority student body.
We've adopted an equity lens at the district level to make decisions every other week. We have equity learning, and that's led by individuals of color that do the planning, giving us an opportunity to say, this is how we can engage in that dialogue together.
It's not just saying, oh, hey, come into this meeting. It's how can I prepare you so that you're prepared for this meeting because your voice matters and I want to hear your voice.
She's worked really hard to help us hire diverse staff.
It's so amazing to see more and more people of color in leadership roles.
What I have seen is that she wants to be in the right relationship with our communities of color, one. The second is that she enters those space with a humble heart and humility. And she's there to listen, and to listen authentically.
She's asking the hard questions. She's having hard conversations, even with her own board, who are her employers.
We will never forget the day when she challenged the school board. She called them out and she said, we are not listening to our community members.
Tonight, the right thing is for me to use my position of power to do what's right for all kids. Our transgender students, our Black students, our queer students, our Latinx students, our Indigenous students, our students with disabilities, our Micronesian students, our immigrant students, and every other child that comes through our doors. If I can't do this and speak truth to power, how can I expect it of everyone else in our organization?
That was like the shot heard around the world.
That was incredibly supportive to some of our students who have been underserved and underrepresented for years.
When school leaders begin to see that their district leader is courageous, they take note of that and they begin to embrace it.
She is not a vertical hierarchical leader. Christy has deep relationships with people who are bus drivers in the organization. She has lots of deep relationships with teachers as well.
She is a leader that I believe really shares her power. I brought a couple of proposals to her. One of them was, how do we incorporate student voice in our practices? That's her saying, I'm gonna give you opportunities to help me lead. And so I think that's pretty powerful.
People know that Christy is a down-to-earth leader. She's going to set the vision, but she's also going to roll up her sleeves and just be a people person with the people that she works with, whether that's a principal, whether that's a student, parent, or families.
She has a person-centered approach to leadership, and even in a big school district, manages to pull that off every single day in ways that I think are really critical to her success.